guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Winnie here, your personal guide to all things China travel. If you are new here, I'm so happy you found us. I was born and raised in China, but after living in a few different countries and showing a tons of my foreign friends around, I have learned all the insider tips that can make traveling in China way smoother. So today, I'm sharing 11 super practical tips to help you plan your 24 or 25 trip to China. Whether it's your first time or you are a returning visitor, these tips are going to make your experience so much easier, from visa hacks to the must-have apps and even how to navigate without Google Maps. Yeah, it's blocked here. Before we jump in, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and drop your travel questions or experience in the comments below. I absolutely love hearing from you guys and sharing tips. Alright, let's dive in. Let's start with the basics, your visa. For most people, you will need a visa to enter China, so definitely plan ahead, please. But hey, the good news is China has recently expanded its visa-free policies, which makes things a lot easier for travelers from certain countries. If you are from places like France, Germany, Italy, or a few other 12 countries, you can now visit China free visa for up to 50 days. If you don't qualify for visa-free, no worries. There is a 144-hour transit option, which means you can spend 6 days in cities like Beijing or Shanghai without a visa. Just be sure you're on the way to the third country. When my friend visited last month, they were shocked at how easy it was to use 144-hour visa-free option. We spent an extra day exploring the Great Wall without any hassle. If you want a detailed guide video on how to apply on a visa, drop me comments and I will be happy to walk you through it. Now, this is a big one. Before you even think about coming to China, make sure your phone it's loaded with all the necessary apps and get them set up before you arrive. Seriously, if you don't, you are going to feel completely lost once you land here. So first thing first, you absolutely need a reliable VPN. Apps like Google, Instagram, and even Facebook are blocked in China. So a VPN is literally your lifeline to the outside world. I know VPNs can be confusing. So to make things easier, I have already put together the list of my top VPN recommendations on China Explore Tours blog. So be sure to check it out. It's much clearer than trying to explain everything here. But there is a thing, don't wait until you land to download it. Make sure it's set up before you get to China, because those apps, they require phone number verification when you register, so it's best to handle everything while you are in your home country, or else you could end up completely cut off from your family and friends as soon as you land. Trust me, you don't want to deal with that. Well, a question I get all the time is, Winnie, can I travel around China without speaking Chinese? And I totally get it. China can feel intimidating if you don't know the language. But the good news is, in cities like Beijing, Shanghai, and Chengdu, those big cities, lots of younger people, they speak English very well. But overall, most signs and menus in China are in Chinese, so having a good translation tool, it's a total lifesaver when you are traveling. I know a lot of people recommend Placo in the internet, but honestly, my favorite is Mr. Translator. I think it's even better than Google Translate. You can just use your camera to scan sites or menus, and if you hold down the mic, you can speak directly into the app and it will translate for you. Even tells you how to pronounce it. So let me show you how it works. You just point your camera at the menu or whatever, and it instantly translates into English. You see? Okay guys, it's probably the most important tips of all. You need WeChat. WeChat is everything here in China. It's like WhatsApp, but honestly, it's way more powerful. It's not just for chatting. You can use it for pretty much everything, from booking rides, paying for stuff, to even ordering food. And China has basically become a cashless society. Even at street food stores, people are paying with their phones. How cool is that? So all you have to do is link your credit card to the app and it generates a QR code that vendors can scan for payment. Super easy, really. You don't need to carry on lots of cash. Just take out a phone, scan, and go. But here's a heads up, some of my foreign friends, they have trouble linking their credit card to WeChat Pay, so I always recommend downloading Alipay as a backup. Most people in China have both apps in their phones, but don't worry too much. If all else fails, just carry a bit of cash for emergency. So you've probably already heard that Google Maps is blocked in China. Yeah, it's true. And I know a lot of bloggers will tell you to download all sorts of Chinese apps to get around, but honestly, you don't need to do that. WeChat mini program can solve most of your problems. It's like a one-stop shop for all your needs. I will show you how to navigate it step by step. Go to the mini program you see here, and you just type DD in search bar. See? Now you get a Chinese version of Uber, and you can call right in a second. And if you need a map, you just type Hansen map here. Yeah, it's like local Google Maps for China. Well, I know everything's in Chinese, but don't worry. You can type in the location name using pinyin, which is Chinese written with Roman letters, or just copy and paste address from trip.com. Let me show you. For example, let's say you are going to Dadong Peking Duck. It's Dadong Kaoya, one of the most famous roast duck restaurant in Beijing. I just type in Dadong in pinyin. See, it pops out right away. But well, still a bit tricky, right? I totally get it. Navigating in a country where you don't speak the language can be a challenge. Alright, tips number 6. Let's talk about avoiding those crazy international roaming fees. Before you head to China, you have got two main options. Either get an eSIM or pick up a local SIM card when you arrive. My recommendation is, if you want convenience, apps like AirHello or Nomad offer eSIMs, which are super easy to set up. The great things about eSIMs is that you don't need to physically swipe off a SIM card. You just download the eSIM, buy your data, and you're good to go. But here's my take. Honestly, I still think buying a local Chinese SIM card is the most cost-effective option, especially for long stays. You can pick one up at the airport as soon as you land, and typically for around $20, you can get about 30 gig of data, which is more than enough for most people. And when my friends first came, he tried both. Honestly, the local SIM card saved him money. If you're not sure which option is best for you, I have also got a full breakdown on blog, so check it out for all the details. Now let's talk about booking your hotel and train tickets. My go-to app is Ctrip, which you might know as trip.com. It's the international version, so it's super easy to use and often cheaper than booking or Agoda in China. Here's the pro tip. Be careful when booking hotels, because some are marked Chinese nations only, 内宾. So make sure to double check before confirming your booking. And many of the most popular attractions need to be booked through WeChat mini programs, which are all in Chinese and require a local phone number to receive verification codes. But hey, if you are traveling with me at China Explore Tour, you don't have to worry about any of that. I will handle all the bookings for you and even get you better rates than what you can find online. Here is something that surprised a lot of my friends. Don't expect to casually chat with strangers in China like you might in some other countries. In places like US or Europe, it's very common to say things like good morning or have a good time in casual settings like elevator or restaurants, right? In China, you usually won't see people engaging in small talk with strangers in these situations. It's not that people are unfriendly, it's just more common here to keep yourself in public spaces. But don't worry, if you need help or directions, we are still super nice and willing to assist. Just let the translation app help you get it over. Wow. Here's the important one. Don't drink the tap water. The water in China isn't designed to drink directly, but it's fine for brushing your teeth or showering. Or you can boil the tap water if you have access to the kettle. Just heads up if you have access to the kettle. And make sure to pack a universal adapter for your electronics. Just like this, China's power outlets might be different from what you are used to. So having adapter means you can charge all your devices without any worries. I think a good multi-port charger. It's also a lifesaver when you got multiple gadgets on the go. And last one, but definitely not the least, guys, stay away from drugs in China. Seriously, this is no joke. Even marijuana is illegal here, and the laws are super strict. If you are caught with any kind of drugs, the consequences are severe, and you definitely don't want to happen on your trip. Just play safe. Okay, and here you have it. Those are my 11 essential tips to make your trip to China as smooth as possible. China is not just a place to visit, it's a place to connect with the culture, the people, and yourself. I promise the memories you make here will last a lifetime. And if you found these tips helpful, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe, because in part 2, I will share the best hidden spots and local markets that even most locals they don't know about it. For a truly hassle-free and unforgettable journey, China Explore Tour is your go-to partner. We offer a tailored, immersive experience from multi-city exploration to short getaways, all guided by local experts. So with us, you won't just see China, you will connect with it. So check the link below to learn and let us take care of everything everything. So you can focus on enjoying your adventure and leave a comment with your China travel questions. I would like to help you out. See you in the next one. Bye.